This week we are going to take a look at page 31 on other minor keys. We learned on page 23 how to find the relative minor of a major key. We can easily find the relative minor by counting 3 semitones down from the major key. So from F major, if you count 3 semitones down, the relative minor is a D minor. From G major, if you count 3 semitones down the keyboard, you get to E minor as the relative minor of G major. And they both share the same key signature. So let's take a look at question 1. Write the key signature and tonic triad for each of the following keys. You can see they have given us the minor key, and we need to find the key signature first by counting 3 semitones up in reverse to find the major key. So we need to write the key signatures first. On the bass clef, we have an F sharp, and then after that you can write the tonic triad of E minor, which starts on E. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, A minor. So we need to count 3 semitones up from A. You get to C major, which has no sharps or flats. So we don't need to write anything here. We're going to build this triad on A. Okay. Next you have E minor again. So we had to check the key signature on the previous question. So I'm not going to explain this again. So let's write the G major key signature and draw the notes from E. Okay. Next we have again A minor. So we don't need to write a key signature here because we know A minor and C major share the same key signature. Next we have the key of a D minor. So D minor's relative major is a F major. So if you count 3 steps up from D minor, you get to F major, which has a B flat in its key signature. That's it. Let's go to the second question. Write these 1 octave scales in minims going up. The key signatures have been written in for you, but you will sometimes need to add accidentals. So in this question, you have been given natural minors and harmonic minors. So the first one is E natural minor scale. All we have to do is write the notes up from E. Make sure you have 8 notes. Okay, next we have A natural minor scale. So all we have to do is draw the notes from A to A. Okay, so they have not requested you to mark the semitones. So you don't need to mark the semitones, you just have to draw the notes. And next is a D harmonic minor scale. Just remember, we need to raise the 7th note of the scale. So let's start writing the notes from D, and we need to raise that by a half step or a semitone. So this becomes a C sharp. Let's do the next one. We have E harmonic minor scale. Let's draw the notes from E. I'm going to take a lower E because we need some space to go up. So you can start with the E below the stave, and I can end on this E here. Okay. So avoid going up to a lot of ledger lines because that will make it difficult for you to draw the scale. So try to stick to the stave all the time. Since this is a harmonic minor scale, we need to raise the 7th note by a half step. So E harmonic minor scale has the 7th note as D sharp. That's it. Let's go to the next question. So in the third question, they have not given you the key signature. So make sure you write the key signatures first before you forget them, and then draw the notes. You need to write 1 octave minor scales in semi-breves going down and use the key signatures. Let's find out the key signatures first. D minor, whether it's harmonic or natural, they both will have the same relative major key signature. 3 steps up from D, you get to F major, and we have a B flat in its key signature. So in the treble clef we write the B flat on the third line. So let's find out all the D minor scales and write the key signature. Here we have a bass clef, D minor, so the B flat will be on the second line, and the last one is also a D minor in the treble clef. So let's write the B flat on the third line. Next is E minor. If you count 3 semitones up from E, you get to a G major, and they both share the same key signature of G major, which is an F sharp here. So I'm going to write the F sharp on the fifth line because it's a treble clef. And let's do the same for all E minor scales. And here we have a bass clef, E minor, so I'm going to draw the F sharp in the fourth line. So I think I'm almost done, and we have one more key signature, that is the A minor scale. As you know, A minor scale has the relative major of C major, and it does not have any sharps or flats, so we don't need to write anything here. Okay, let's go back and draw the notes. So you can start from the D on the fourth line and go down in semibriefs up to the next D below the stave. And I have all 8 notes here. Check the type of the minor scale here. Last thing, for a harmonic minor scale we need to raise the 7th note, so the 7th note will be a C sharp. Let's do the next one. We have E natural minor scale. So for a natural minor scale we don't need to raise any notes, so all we have to do is draw the 8 notes. Okay, that's it, and double check, and let's go to the next. We have the D natural minor scale. This one's in a bass clef, A, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and I don't need to raise any notes for the natural minor scale, so I'm going to leave it here. And let's go to the next one. We have A harmonic minor scale. Let's draw the notes from A. Start with a higher A. Finally, we need to raise the G, which is the 7th note, by a half step. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have E harmonic minor scale. Okay, and final steps, we need to raise the 7th note for harmonic minor scales, which is the D sharp here. Okay, let's go to the next. We have D harmonic minor scale in bass clef. I'm going to start with a higher D and then end on this D, and finally raise the 7th note, which is the C sharp. The next one, we have E natural minor scale. Again, I'm going to start from here. Okay, that's it for natural minor scales, and let's go to the last one. We have D natural minor scale. So I'm going to start with the D on the 4th line, which is in the treble clef. I can end on the D below the stave, and that's it. Alright, that's it for this week. I'll see you next time.